Alright, so last episode we left off actually trying to kill next, and unfortunately it didn't really go as smoothly as I thought. We did manage to get 1 KC, however it's just completely difficult for us to continue killing it consistently, so we decided to go ahead and try to do different bosses. Maybe I should try actually doing PvM with other people, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to want someone doing legacy combat, which is the only reason I'm trying to do solo content at the moment, because people don't like to see legacy combat on their team. They're going to think we're just trolling or whatnot, so I'd rather just do solo content. So today we're going to try to do some Vindicta, maybe do some QBD. Then I also have another little thing that we could possibly do for money that could completely change the way we've been making money, but it's not actually a boss, and I'll actually reveal it down the line a little, either in this video, or if not this video, we'll reveal it in the next one. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started, and let's see how Vindicta goes in this first hour. Real quick before the video starts, I actually have a small goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys are enjoying the content, please consider leaving a like, comment, or even subscribing to the channel. Okay, so actually we're doing this boss a lot easier than we were the other two bosses. This one seems to be fairly simple with this gear, not even gonna lie. Just protect range and then just go back to protect melee. And you just kind of just AFK here. I mean, I'm probably going to be using what, maybe one or two food every single kill, more or less. Protect range right here because that's the big hit. We go back to protect melee. As soon as we take that hit, we'll just go back to soul split and we're just chilling. They use magic on us, so we're just going to move out of the way of that. Come back and use a melee hit. Soul split, protect range, protect melee. As they hit the last hit. And just go back to soul split. We don't even get hit by that one either. And boom, just like that, he's dead. Yeah, okay, so I think we found one of the first bosses we could actually camp pretty consistently. It only took us about 1:40 to kill him, which is not even bad at all. So I'm pretty happy with the results here. So we're going to be here for an hour. See if we could pull any items, and if we do, we'll come back with the recording and I'll go ahead and update you guys on that drop, or at the end of the hour to see what we get. Alright, so we actually managed to finish that trip of Vindicta, but unfortunately we didn't get any drops. I actually did stay a little bit over than I actually wanted to. I actually think I stayed 30 minutes longer just for the chance to see if we could get a dragon lance, but unfortunately we didn't get anything. So we're going to sell off the rest of the loot that we actually got from that trip, from actually staying a little bit longer. We've kind of just been going back and forth and selling the loot as we went along. That is why it doesn't look like I have a lot of loot here, just because I needed to be able to sustain supplies while I was there, so I had to keep buying like food. I had to keep buying, new familiars. This is why I'm kind of using a Steel Titan at the moment, because I couldn't afford to keep the upkeep of using a Ripper Demon at the moment. But beside that, I think we're going to go ahead and try out our new money-making method that is either going to be really huge for the account, or it's going to be a complete bust, and we're just going to have to find a completely different new money-making method to try altogether. Okay, so here we are in the Zamorak Undercity, and you guys may be asking yourselves, what is he doing here? Is he going to try to attempt Zamorak? Well, the answer is actually no. What we're actually going to try to do is kill the low-level mobs here while having some lucky charms that I bought from the Dungeoneering store. And with these lucky charms, you could actually proc to actually drop something called slivers. And these slivers could be actually made into very powerful upgrades for certain equipment in the game. And these item equipment upgrades actually go for up to around 200 mil for some of them. So our goal is to try to get some of these slivers, and hopefully we could luck out and be able to at least make one of these actual upgrade for these equipments, because if we can manage to at least get one item, that's a lot of upgrades we could actually make for the account altogether. Okay, I'm not sure where the best area to actually kill these guys probably is. I mean, I'm assuming obviously the more enemies around the area, the better this is actually going to be altogether. The decimation should be good for AoE too, so I mean, I'm going to just kill these 4 right here. They kind of hurt, but not really. I mean, I could probably just proc a vampirism here. Maybe we could actually sustain the damage that they're actually doing to us. And I'm assuming these guys also drop base loot, right? I'm not picking up anything once I kill them, though. I mean, usually, is it because I have my game messages filtered? Oh, okay, yeah, see? So we got 7 strength potions, a couple of other things, so I think it may be worth it just to, stay here around a while, just kill these trash mobs and see if we could get any of these slivers. And hopefully we get lucky, so I'll be back once we get any sort of significant drop to I could actually show you guys. Okay, nice. So we managed to actually get our first drop right here. So we managed to proc one of the lucky charms. We managed to get 4 slivers of power. Unfortunately, to actually make a single item though, I think you need 5 to make even the minimum item, and the minimum item I think would require around 50 mil to actually make. And I don't know which sliver it actually is to make the 200 mil item, which I'm gonna actually check real quick. Okay, so to actually make the 200 mil item that we're actually going for, you actually need slivers of pain, which is actually, is that actually what we got? We got slivers of power, unfortunately. So, but with slivers of power, we could still make some decent items though. So with slivers of power, we could actually use 15 slivers and we could actually make ourselves a 71 mil item. However, we actually wanted to make the most out of this. We could actually only use 10 slivers of power and make ourselves a 92 mil item. But that also requires using some tracking gloves, and I believe tracking gloves go for around 20 mil, which then comes the other problem of having to be able to afford these other secondary items to be able to build the one big item and profit off of that. So we're going to just keep doing this for a little bit longer and see if hopefully by the time we actually get enough slivers to actually make any item at all, the trash we make from these actual mobs will help actually pay off the secondary item that we actually need for the overall big item that we're going to try to make. All right, so we're just a little bit AFK there for a second, but we also got some more drops, it seems like. So we got 5 slivers of power now from that one. So that's actually, I think, the max that you could actually get from one of these lucky charms. But it's only been like maybe 30 minutes since the last one that we actually got, so it's not too bad. I mean, we've already procced the lucky charm 3 times. We've gotten 2 drops of slivers, and one of them was actually Hydrix Bolt Tips. So unfortunately, that third one wasn't one of the slivers. We're still going pretty strong at the race right now. So we're just going to continue on until we get enough to make an item, and I'll be back when we do. Alright, since the last time we actually got a sliver of power, we recently just got another one right now. This one took maybe an hour since the last one, since we did proc a few lucky charms. Unfortunately, we didn't get too many slivers from those lucky charms, but we're up to now 13 slivers of power. Technically, if we wait for one more... Actually, no, I think we could already make the most expensive one. So the most expensive item we can make with these slivers of power currently is the Enchantment of Shadows, which is currently going for, according to the wiki, is going for around 92 million at the time of recording this video. So, but the only problem with this is that it requires us to actually get some tracking gloves, and these tracking gloves apparently are going for around 20 million GP. So we would have to invest 20 million of our own coins to be able to make this 90 mil item. And that's even assuming that this item even sells to begin with. So I may try to take that risk and actually do that, but first we're gonna have to try to earn enough money to actually make it. And at the moment we're only at 12 million in this Zamorak dungeon chest. So we're either gonna go do something else, maybe do some quick money doing archaeology, or if not, we'll probably just continue doing this in hopes of getting other slivers as well. Okay, so something strange actually just happened here. So I was actually trying to figure out which money making method I was gonna do, and I was looking at the wiki, and it said to actually catch dazzling whirligigs was like 100 mil an hour or something like that, but I don't have the requirements for it. So I was checking some of the other ones that you could actually catch. It's a hunter related money making method, but anyways, I was looking around and I was trying to see how much these powder of burials go for, and when I bought one, I bought it for 100k, and then I sold it instantly to try to see what the prices were actually going for when you buy and sell them, and they actually sold for 203k. So for whatever reason, whenever I was buying and selling them, I was making profit. So I don't know why this was happening. So I kept testing it out, tested it again to make sure it wasn't, you know, some like sort of mistake. And it gave me the same outcome. So then I decided to actually buy a total of 50 of them for 118k each at 6 mil. And I sold all 50 of them off for 200k for 10 mil. And the same thing here again. I tried it one more time and then it actually only sold 40 of them off. I was actually not able to sell off the total amount of them because it actually stopped working instantly after I tried to do that buy limit amount almost. So I don't know what was going on with this item, but that gave us almost the amount that we needed to actually be able to afford the tracking gloves. So I think we still need the like 2 mil or so to be able to make the item that we need. And once we get that 2 mil, we're going to go ahead and hopefully make the item and sell it off and see how much our total money is going to end up being in this episode. All right. All right, so in order to make the rest of the money that we actually need, I decided to actually invest a little bit in myself. So I bought ourselves a Blood Amulet of Fury with the money that we had with that 20 mil that we had. And we also bought ourselves an Annihilation and Obliteration and grabbed ourselves some Superior Elite Void. Since this isn't tradable, this isn't cost us any money at all. We're going to go ahead and try to do some Dagonoth Kings with this. And hopefully we could kill all 3 of them and this investment will be worthwhile. So we're gonna give this a shot for about an hour and see what kind of money we can make from it. Well, there it is. We just got our first shot. We got the Sears ring for 9 mil. That already pays off. Most of the equipment we were just barely bought. So I'm going to just stay here till we start making a lot of money from this. Not even going to lie. This is feeling pretty good doing this in legacy mode. It's pretty chill. I'm able to take them down pretty quickly, not even gonna lie. So again, we got our first Sears ring right here, so we're just gonna keep this going and see how many we could get by the end of our trip. All right, so we have about 15 minutes left in this instance, and sadly we get a warrior ring. So these warrior rings aren't worth anything, so they're only worth around 100k. That's kind of sad. This could have been a berserker ring. So I mean, we still have 15 minutes left to go though, so you never know. We could possibly get one still, some sort of other ring, but I guess we'll see right now. No way, 3 minutes left in the instance and we get ourselves another warrior ring, man. It's just unfortunate. Can never get lucky, I swear. That could have been 3 rings in this 1 hour at Dagonoth Kings, but the game decides to just give me double warrior rings instead. Come on, man. We could have been up 30 mil. Let's see, well, we still got like 2 minutes left on this instance though. I really doubt we're gonna get something, but you never know. Alright, looks like we're done with our 1 hour trip at Dagonoth Kings. This is all that we got right here. We did actually sell off a little bit of loot just to buy more runes, even though we didn't really need to, but I wanted to kind of just, you know, clear space. But we also bought magic notebook paper to be able to know all the bones that we have right here and other duplicate items that we found. We got a total of 3 rings, so 2 warrior rings, 1 Sears ring. So let's sell everything off and see how much we make. Alright, so selling everything off, we are back at exactly 20 bills, so exactly back where we started. So unfortunately, we're not going to have enough money in this video to be able to build the item that we got from the slivers, but next video for sure, I'm pretty sure we should have enough money to be able to build it, which should bring our cash tag to nearly 100 mil for the first time in this video, so it's going to be great to see. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for episode 3 of this series. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.